I, a 32-year-old man, was set to tie the knot in 6 weeks. That's in the past now. I'd been with Sarah, 29, for 4 years, engaged for 1. Wedding preparations were on track. We'd secured a venue, finalized catering, and mailed invitations. We'd spent around $28,000, split evenly between us. Last Tuesday, Sarah asked to talk, her expression grave, like she was delivering terrible news. "I need James to be my man of honor," she said. James, her college ex, the guy she was with for 3 years before me, the one who's at every birthday, every holiday, every random evening when she needs to vent about her job. "Your ex-boyfriend?" I asked, keeping my voice steady. "You want him standing beside you at our wedding?" "He's my closest friend, Mark," she replied. "You know this. We've been through so much, including a 3-year relationship that ended when he cheated with your roommate." She brushed it off like it was irrelevant. "That was ages ago. We've both matured. He's different now, and he's supported me through everything." I leaned back, exhaling. "Sarah, I've tolerated your friendship with James, even though it's always made me uneasy. But having him at our wedding in that role? That's a step too far." Her expression turned cold. "This isn't up for debate, Mark. Either James is my man of honor, or there's no wedding." The room went quiet. She was serious. After 4 years, after all the planning and money, she'd cancel it all if her ex couldn't stand next to her during our vows. "Your call," I said calmly. She blinked. "What?" "You heard me. Your call. James or no wedding. You choose." "I already told you my choice." "Fine." I stood. "No wedding then." "Mark, hold on. You're overreacting. You're the one canceling our wedding over this." "No, you're the one making this impossible. You said James or no wedding. I'm just respecting your decision." I walked away, heading to my study to start unraveling everything. Update 1. 3 days later. Ultimatums are funny. People who make them rarely expect you to follow through. Sarah called me 12 times that night. I didn't pick up. I was busy. First, the venue, a stunning old estate. The manager was kind when I explained. Since we were just outside the 30-day cancellation window, we got 60% of our deposit back. Not ideal, but something. The caterer offered a 50% refund. The photographer was generous, returning nearly everything minus a small fee. The band wouldn't refund but said we could reschedule the booking. I told them to hold the date for now. By 2 a.m., I'd contacted every vendor. Then came the tough part, the guests. I wrote an email. "Dear loved ones, due to irreconcilable differences, Sarah and I have called off our upcoming wedding. We're sorry for any inconvenience. If you've made non-refundable travel plans, please reach out, and I'll try to help cover costs. Thank you for understanding. Mark." I sent it to all 150 guests. Then I calculated. Total spent, $28,000. My share, $14,000. Recovered, $8,500. My loss, $5,500. I saved every cancellation email, every refund confirmation. The next morning, Sarah showed up at my place. I'd added a door chain the night before. "Mark, what have you done?" she demanded. "Cancelled the wedding per your ultimatum. My cousins called me. My mom's losing it. You told everyone. Because it's true. You said James or no wedding. So, no wedding. I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted you to see how much this matters to me. And I got it. You chose your ex over our marriage." Loud and clear. She started sobbing, messy, raw tears. "Please, Mark, we can fix this. Maybe James could just be a groomsman instead." "Oh, now it's flexible?" "Yesterday it was your deal breaker." I was upset. You know how I get. "Yeah, you make ultimatums expecting me to fold." "Not this time." I showed her a spreadsheet on my phone. "Here's the damage. Your share of the losses is $5,500. I'll need it in 30 days. Her face twisted from grief to rage. "You're billing me? We both lost money. I'm not covering your half because you prioritized James over us. This is crazy. I'm not paying you. Then I'll see you in small claims court. I have receipts, emails, and texts proving we split costs evenly." She stared, stunned, then stormed out, slamming the door so hard the chain shook. Update 2. 1 week later, the fallout escalated fast. Sarah's mom, Karen, called. I'd always liked Karen. She was grounded. Not anymore. "Mark, honey," Sarah told me everything. "This is a misunderstanding." No misunderstanding, Karen. Sarah said James had to be man of honor or no wedding. I chose no wedding. But you know how girls are about their big day. She just wants her best friend there. Her ex she dated for years. That's old news. You're being jealous and controlling. There it was, the story was set. I was the insecure fiancé who couldn't handle her male friend. Karen, she gave me an ultimatum. I accepted it. That's it. You're ruining her. She's been crying nonstop. Make this right. She can make it right by paying her $5,500 share. Karen hung up. Then came the social media storm. Sarah posted a lengthy rant about how some men can't handle confident women with male friends, and how jealousy ruins love. Her friends piled on, messaging me to ask what went wrong. I stayed quiet online, replying to anyone who asked directly. Sarah insisted her ex be man of honor. I said no. She said it was him or no wedding. I chose no wedding. Most got it. A few called me unreasonable. I ignored them. Then James showed up. Not a call or text, he came to my workplace. Security buzzed me and I let him up, curious. He swaggered in, still flaunting his college fraternity ring, acting like he was still the star athlete. We need to talk. Man to man. No, we don't. Look, I get it. You're intimidated. But Sarah and I are just friends. Nothing's happening. There's no wedding, James. Don't be like that. You're throwing away something great over ego. Ego? She chose you over our marriage. She chose friendship. That's what adults do. I laughed. Adults don't demand their ex stand beside them at their wedding. You're pathetic. Man up and let her have this. Let me clarify, James. The wedding's off. Vendors notified. Guests informed. Deposits gone. It's over. His confidence faltered. You actually canceled everything? Yep. How much did you lose? About $11,000 total. I'm billing Sarah for her half. He paled. Her half? She's gotta pay that. Why do you care? He didn't answer, but I saw it click. Oh wow. She asked you for the money. Didn't she? His silence confirmed it. That's incredible. She wants you there so bad she's hitting you up to cover it. How much? 5 grand? 6. He stood abruptly. You're a jerk, man. She deserves better. Then she should marry you. Oh wait. She tried that and you cheated. He stormed out. Update 3. 2 weeks later, the James situation blew up predictably. Sarah called, screaming so loud I held the phone away. You told James about the money? I didn't tell him. He figured it out when he realized your ultimatum had consequences. He's saying he can't help with the costs. He was going to cover my share. I nearly spat out my drink. Hold on. You expected your just friend's ex to pay for half our canceled wedding. He offered to help because he felt bad. About the mess you made by demanding he be man of honor? You canceled everything. This is your fault. You said James or no wedding. I just followed through. If I'd let James stand there, what's next? Him tagging along on our honeymoon as your emotional support buddy? Moving in when he's got girlfriend drama? Where's the line, Sarah? Silence. Then softly, you don't get our friendship. You're right. I don't get tanking our future for an ex. I wasn't tanking it. I just wanted. You wanted it all. Me as the dependable guy paying half the bills. James as your emotional sidekick. Pick one. How dare you? Pay me my $5,500. You've got 2 weeks. I hung up. The next day, a stranger called. James's girlfriend. Emily. Is this Mark? Yeah. I'm Emily, James's, well, ex-girlfriend now. I wanted to thank you. Thank me. I've been uneasy about him and Sarah for months. When he came home ranting about wedding costs and you being unreasonable, I checked his texts with her. Let's just say they weren't just friends appropriate. I ended it. I'm sorry you went through that. No, you helped me see the truth. Also, Sarah's been telling people you were controlling and abusive. James is backing her up, saying you isolated her. Of course they are. I can set the record straight. I have their texts, not explicit but definitely an emotional affair. Thanks, but I'm good. The people who matter know the truth. She laughed. You're taking this better than I would. I'm just done. 4 years of competing with her ex was enough. You dodged a bullet. Any woman that obsessed with her ex has problems. Sarah's last move came via her dad, John. John and I got along great. We'd watch games together, and he'd helped me with car repairs. So when he called, I answered. Mark, can we grab a drink? We met at a bar. He looked worn out. I'm not here to change your mind. I just want to know what happened. I laid it out. The ultimatum, James, the cancellations, the money. He listened, ordered another drink, and sighed. She gets this from her mom. The ultimatums, the drama. Diane pulled that on me for years. Really? Oh yeah. Buy the house I want or I'm leaving. Your sister's out of Christmas, or I'm not hosting. Always something. How'd you deal with it? Badly. Caved every time. Enabled it. Now Sarah thinks that's how relationships work. We sat quietly. The James thing, he said. I never liked it. Told Diane and Sarah it was inappropriate. They ignored me. You knew about the man of honor thing? Heard last month. Told Sarah it was a bad idea. She said you were okay with it. She lied. Yeah. I figured when you canceled everything. He pulled out his checkbook. How much does she owe you? John, no. How much? $500. He wrote a check. This is between you and her, I said. No, it's between me and her now. She can pay me back. Or not. I'm done fixing her messes. Take it as an apology for wasting 4 years of your life. I took it. You would have been good for her, he said as we parted. Maybe this'll wake her up. I wasn't holding my breath. Final update. 6 weeks later the wedding date passed. I spent it fishing with my brother. Calm, quiet, no chaos. Perfect. The night before, Sarah showed up at 11 p.m., wearing the red dress I'd gotten her for her birthday, the one she knew I loved. The door chain stayed on. Tomorrow was supposed to be our day, she whispered. Yeah, well, I messed up. Multiple times. James and I aren't even friends anymore. Emily made him choose, and he picked her. Good for them. I lost you. I lost my best friend. I lost it all. You didn't lose it, Sarah. You threw it away. Can't we try again? There's nothing left to say. You chose James over our marriage. That's not something you fix. I was confused. I had feelings I didn't understand. There it was, the truth at last. So you did have feelings for him. Her silence confirmed it. Go home, Sarah. Mark, please. Go home. She lingered in her car for 20 minutes before driving off. The fallout? James and Emily apparently reconciled. Good luck to her. She's tougher than me. Sarah moved back with her parents for now. John says she's in therapy, working on boundaries and emotional dependency. Maybe she'll grow. Maybe not. Not my concern anymore. Diane still paints me as the bad guy, posting vague nonsense about men who can't handle strong women. I blocked her. My friends threw an unwedding party on the would-be reception date. We played laser tag, ate too much pizza, and never mentioned Sarah. It was great. I kept the engagement ring and sold it last week. Used the cash for a solo trip to New Zealand I'd always dreamed of. Posted one photo of a glacier. Sarah viewed my story instantly. Still watching, I guess. People ask if I regret it. If I should have let James be in the wedding to keep the peace. No way. Her ultimatum showed her true colors. Someone who'd jeopardize our relationship to keep her ex close. The wedding would have been lovely. The marriage would have been a nightmare. I'd have spent years competing with a shadow, wondering about their friendship hangouts, feeling like a third wheel in my own life. That $5,500? Best investment I ever made. When someone shows you their true priorities, trust them the first time. And when they try to strong-arm you with an ultimatum, call their bluff and walk away with your self-respect.